Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video on the channel. So once again, we are bringing you something to do with Fortnite Mobile on Android, and to be honest, it's gonna be a good one. Today guys, we are going to be showing you how to get the best performance out of your Fortnite Android via the best possible performance settings that you can be using to give you the best and greatest experience that you can get out of your mobile Android device. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the tutorial. And yeah bro, like check my dance, oh man, yeah, you know it's going to be good when you start off with the twist. Alright yo, so now with that underway, how can you get the best performance out of your mobile Android device? Well, first of all, we did do a video on how to stop lag on Fortnite Android, and if you haven't seen that video yet, check it out, link will be in the description, and an iCard will be somewhere on top of the screen. But yeah, once again, go check that video if you haven't watched it yet. But if you have and you still need more tips or just want to see the best performance settings for Fortnite Android, we're going to show you how now. Alright yo, so let's go over to our settings. You can get there by clicking the three little lines on the top right corner of your Fortnite Android. Anyway, once you click there, you'll see a lot of different settings that you can choose from. What you're going to do is go for the little gear bolt type thing on the top rightest corner. Then once you go there, you will see that you have 4 different tabs. Of course, the first one is all the performance settings, next one is the controls, language, and other options, then of course the audio, and finally your account settings. We're going to go to the area where it's called video. These are the settings that you're going to want to fiddle with to make sure that your gameplay performance is the best. So what settings do you use to make sure that your performance is the best that it can be? Well, basically the first thing you're going to do is switch over the mobile frame rate to 30 FPS. It'll be on default 20 FPS, but what you're going to do is change it to 30 FPS to try and give you better performance. Now you're probably wondering, why on earth would I do that? Well, there's a simple reason, and we're going to tell you why now. So what it's basically to do, by changing to 30 FPS, you don't see such a great difference when the frames drop if you were to have a lag spike or something like such one. So for example, say you were having good FPS and all of a sudden you walk into Tilted Towers, and then normally your ping would be like, and normally your FPS would be like, then if you have it on 30 FPS, you won't really notice the difference. Instead of it dropping, for example, if you were currently at 20 FPS and then dropping to something like 1 FPS, it will rather drop from 30 into the 20s, so it won't be that noticeable. So basically what you just gotta have in your mind is, if your device isn't that good and you get lag spikes in big areas on the map quite often, what you would rather want to actually do is change it to 30 FPS. It doesn't do what people would normally think. Normally you would try and put it on 20 FPS, however 30 FPS is actually better because then it decreases the gap between lag and stable. You can put it like that. So yeah, change it to 30 FPS. Next, what you're gonna do is turn off power saving mode. You do not want that mode, and this is why. So basically what power mode does is it allows your phone to try and save battery while playing Fortnite. You don't want that. You want all the phone's power to go towards Fortnite so that you can get the best FPS. So what you want to do is make sure that it's off so that all your device's power is going towards Fortnite. So the last setting what you want to actually do is toggle the allow video playback on, because it will actually help improve the performance of your Fortnite Android. So basically, once you have these settings, 30 FPS, power mode off, and allow video playback on, it will greatly improve your Fortnite's performance if your device isn't really the best or it's a little bit weaker. Also, once again, make sure it is always on lowest in quality. For most devices, you won't even be allowed to change it, so it will always be on default low. However, if you have a better device and say your storage is full and it doesn't run that well, then you can just go ahead and click low quality, which will maximize the performance that you're going to get out of your device. So anyway, once that is all done, don't forget to click apply at the bottom bottom, and then once that is done, you can click back, and there your settings have been added. So now that that has been done, let's jump into a game and test out these new settings. And like, bro, just check this out, mate. Like, look at the stance, bro. So now, as you can see, we've just jumped into the battle bus, and if we move around our screen, you will already notice a great difference. It is much more smoother than it normally would be, so that is already a definite improvement. Now, for a quick little extra tip, if you guys want to stop the lag a bit, what you're gonna go do is turn off debug settings over here. So it says in net debug stats, turn it off, click apply, and it will also help the performance. So as you can see, we're dropping. Let's go ahead and land. Alright, so we're gonna land at Snobby Shores and give it a little bit of a test drive. Okay, it seems to be we have an enemy on that side. We're not going to take too much notice of him. We're just going to land on this house and see if we can try and grab a chest. Now, of course, also, when you do look at the gameplay, mine will always be a little bit more laggier because I am recording on the device and playing the game. However, if you do not record, it will be noticeably better. Also, guys, pay one like for one rip because this thing is going to get vaulted soon. So, let's see if we can try and get a kill with it, just for the lulz. Okay, there's a guy. Come on, bro. Oh! Sadly, these settings aren't going to help your skills and accuracy. Take the L, MKR Cinema, take the L. Anyway guys, I think that's actually where we're gonna wrap up today's tutorial. I tried to get a little bit of gameplay in for you, but this isn't the video on how to get good. This is just how to improve your performance. And as you can see throughout the video, there's definitely an improvement. And especially if you're on a better device, this will even make greater changes. However, if you're on a low-end device, it should definitely help a bit and just make it a bit more bearable to play. But we hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. We hope you did enjoy it and that it helped you out a bit. And with that being said, if you guys have any questions on regards to this video, comment down below. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And with that, twisting on, peace out.